Everybody, it's Reverend Dan. I'm the senior pastor here at Rocky River United Methodist Church, and we are so excited. We've got a great announcement, a huge announcement. We want you to know that this Sunday at 10 a.m. here in our main sanctuary, we will be reopening to in-person worship, and we cannot wait to see you. We have missed you so much. We can't wait to welcome you back. But we wanted you to know that as you come into worship, it's going to look a little different. Things are going to be different as you walk in because we want to make sure that we're adhering to and following the guidelines put out by the CDC, state, federal, and local governments. So the most important thing as you come into worship are really two things. One, that we keep you safe, and we're working really hard at doing that. And that you also experience Christ in the midst of the worship. That's the most important thing, to know that Jesus is still going to move in the midst of our worship services. And we can't wait to have you back. But we want you to know, please be patient with us. Please be understanding, because it is going to look different. And we just hope that you remember we're all in this together everywhere else, and definitely here at the church. So be patient. We can't wait to see you. We're so excited. Welcome home.
Hi friends, it's Pastor Paul. We're downstairs at the site of the entrance, the main entrance to the church, where everyone will be entering when they come for worship on Sunday. What we need to do now is talk through some of the details. Details are important as we begin this process of reopening for in-person worship. For one, know that this is the only entrance through which you can enter on Sunday when you come for worship. So if you plan to park anywhere other than our rear parking lot, if you plan to park it in the front of the church or in the surrounding neighborhood streets, know that you will have a few extra steps to take as you make your way around to the back of the church and come in through this main entrance. Please know that the doors will remain locked until 9:30, so please do not come more than a half hour early. We'll be ready for you when those doors are flung wide open, and we allow you to enter then from 9:30 on. A few things to be aware of so you're not caught off guard when you come through this doorway into the church on Sunday. One, know that masks are required. Masks are required for the safety of all in attendance, so please bring your mask. Also, we'll be doing touchless temperature checks as you walk through the door, so if you are feeling sick in any way when you wake up that morning, please stay home for the safety of all. We ask you to maintain social distancing throughout your visits. You already saw in the sanctuary, and you'll see as you enter the church that there's blue masking tape to mark those safe distances to help you as you navigate the church, but please maintain social distancing as you come through the church. And finally, hand sanitizer stations are available throughout the building. So as you enter the building, as you enter and pass through and exit certain sections of the church, please make use of that hand sanitizer, once again in the interest of keeping us all clean, safe, and healthy. But this is where you'll be walking through come Sunday as you join us for in-person worship. We're so excited to welcome you back.
Welcome back to worship, everybody. We're so glad that you're going to be able to make your way back into this place, and so we wanted to make sure you know what to expect as you come in. First thing you'll notice is there's going to be an usher there to welcome you, and so we want to remind you, no hugs, no handshakes yet. Maybe down the road we'll be able to do it again, but right now, just a friendly hello, and good to see you as you come into worship. The usher will then escort you to your pew. It will be based on your family size, whether you're by yourself or your spouse, or you've got 6 people in your family. That will dictate which place you end up sitting, and the usher will take you to that space in the sanctuary. And we want to remind you there will be no bulletin, again, for your safety. So if you need any of that information, all of it is available on our website. All the announcements, all the updating that needs to be done, it's all right there. So just go to our website. As you come into your pew, you will notice that it is completely empty of hymnals and pencils and offering envelopes. So if you brought your offering with you that day, we invite you as you exit. There'll be a bin as you exit the doors to please go ahead and just drop that offering envelope in the bin as you exit. We want you to know that there will be no congregational singing for now, again, because there's going to be no hymnals, and we will have our masks on. So we invite you just to listen and enjoy the many talents of our different musicians each and every Sunday morning when we gather. As we worship, we invite you to please remain seated. If you need to use the restroom during the service, we do want you to know that the narthex restroom is going to be open, along with the restrooms down to my right in the main hallway, and the 2 restrooms will be open and available as you come in the gathering area off the parking lot. So if you do need to get up for that purpose, they will be available to you. We want you to know, even in the midst of all the tape and the restrictions and masks, Worship still happens. Nothing can stop Christ from moving where two or more are gathered. So please expect incredible things as we worship. As we conclude our worship, we want you to know that we want you to remain seated. The ushers will once again come to you and dismiss you row by row, and we'll exit the same way we came in, maintaining that same traffic flow and social distancing, which means we want to invite you not to congregate in the church or in the parking lot, just to make your way to your cars and then exit and go on with your Sunday morning and into your afternoon. So please do not congregate, just make your way out as you exit. We also want you to know as you exit to continue to use the hand sanitizing stations that will be throughout the hallway as you exit, again, for your safety and everybody else's. So it's going to look a little different, but Jesus Christ will look the same as we worship and experience Him together. Welcome back to worship.
A final word, friends, as we prepare to welcome you back for in-person worship. Know that we completely understand that many people are still apprehensive, anxious about the idea of gathering together with others right now. The decision to not come and participate in in-person worship is a perfectly acceptable decision. The 11:25 service is still available for streaming from home. We encourage you to continue to participate in that. If you choose not to come in, whether it be because you happen to be somebody that's especially vulnerable to the virus, maybe you are not more vulnerable than others, but you're just not comfortable being around people just yet. Or perhaps the worship experience as we've laid it out for you in this video does not feel like something that would be meaningful for you. We encourage you to stay home and stream the 11:25 service rather than come and have maybe a negative experience here in-person worship. Please be aware that our seating capacity is a great deal less due to social distancing restrictions than it has been in the past in the sanctuary. So there is a possibility that you may arrive, seats will be full, and you may be turned away. Once again, if that's the case, know that the 11:25 streaming service option is still available. We encourage you to continue to be a part of the worship atmosphere of this church by going home and streaming at that point. Finally, friends, one last plea. Please be patient with us. Please be understanding of the people who gather around you in worship, and come enthusiastic and excited. We're excited to have you back. And in the midst of all of these restrictions and policies that we're needing to implement, we're still excited simply for the fact of being able to see your faces and share together a worship space once again. We hope you share our enthusiasm. You're just as excited to come back together as we are. Friends, once again, welcome home.